Hello, my name is Maryrose. I'm going to show you in this video how to make a surgical scrub cap. So I have my scrub cap all cut out already. I made this pattern and I have a form that I use every single time so they're all even and the same. And what I do is I just turn these inside out backwards. The sides facing out, I put them together and then I put them through my serging machine. I love this elastic threader that I got from Dritz. It comes in a little pack and this is the 1/4 inch threader. I'll explain to you how we use it. You start off by inserting your elastic onto the top and then you thread it through the bottom. This one's a little frayed, so it's a little harder than usual, but this is how you insert it, and then you put it through a channel that you create wherever you want your elastic to go into. I'll link this in the description below. Now I'm going to show you how I serge my scrub cap. So I start over here. I want to make sure that I am giving myself plenty of room so that I can fold it over when I get to the tie area. So let me go ahead and get this part going. You want to make sure you have a good chain here before you cut it off, because if you don't, what'll happen is when you start sewing your next thing in the serger, what ends up happening is some of this will get sucked back up into the machine and then you will have to rethread your machine. Now I'm going to show you how I get this part together out of the way, and I will link these in the description below. They're called Quilt Clips and they just are so much more helpful than pins in certain kinds of sewing. I poke myself a lot with pins and these are just a lot safer for me. So what I do is I just fold those in, fold that in to make a tie here. Going to get my clips out of the way, and I will link these in the description below. They're called Quilt Clips and they just are so much more helpful than pins in certain kinds of sewing, and this includes one of them for me. I do tend to poke myself a lot with pins and these are just a lot safer for me. So what I do is I just fold those in, fold that in to make a tie. I do have a, I forget what it's called. It's just like a special tool to help make bias tape, but you can't use that with this. And when I make lanyards, that comes in handy and I really enjoy using that. It just makes your work so much faster. And in another video I will show you how I make lanyards using my bias tape maker. So here we go. I just kind of eyeball it. I like this to be about 1/4 inch and I like using this. It's from Dritz also, to check to make sure. This going at 1/4 inch, and I've been doing this a while so I could eyeball it. It's really nice to have these handy just so that you can make sure you are doing things evenly. So let me finish this up and I'll speed us along a little. Now I want to make sure that these sides are even. I'm going to fold these over and sew them. Now I'm going to change out this foot and put on my button foot. I'm going to lower the feed dog and change the setting on my machine. I'm going to get 2 buttons. For these scrub caps, I like using these buttons. They are perfectly matched up for these settings that are on my Brother XR3140 machine to accept these buttons without any more adjustments. So I'm going to put this into my machine and get it set up. So what I do is I grab one of these buttons, I place it right where I want it to be, and then I need to make sure that before I start sewing in the button with the machine that it's placed in the right spot. So what I do is I hold the button in place, I spin the wheel down and put the needle right into the buttonhole. I hold it right there on the left side of the hole on the right side of the button. Okay, so now I'm going to spin the wheel towards me again to make sure that when the needle goes up and then it goes down on the left buttonhole in the button, that it goes right in and it won't crack my button or break my needle. So now it's going down and there's no problem. So I'm going to hit the start button so that it will sew. I'm going to back stitch a little and take that out. So that's done. This saves so much time. Using this foot has made sewing these scrub caps with buttons so much easier. So now I'm going to do the second one, and you'll just see how fast that goes. Okay, there we go. Spin it towards me, make sure it goes into the right area. And there we go. I used to hand sew these buttons. Tie the inner area with a double knot, and that's all you need to do to make these secure. Lint, I really like that a lot. I don't use it for scrub caps, but you can use it this fray check, and you just put a couple dots on it just to make sure it's not going to go anywhere. And then on this side, you just trim it off. I had no problems with it that way. So here's the completed scrub cap. So now I'm all finished making the scrub cap. As you can see, it's all even. We have our buttons on. I've tied them off. I've cut them. I've done everything that I need to, and it's ready to go. I'm keeping this one for myself. I think it's really cute. It's a bee and a worker bee, and super cute. So what you do is you just put this on like so, and then you tie it in the back. And there you go. If you'd like to watch more videos about sewing, serging, and machine embroidery, please hit the subscribe button below. Thank you for watching.